Hi, and welcome to the Do Coach channel. Here we do transformational coaching, one-on-one coaching, workshops, webinars, just encouragement, one-on-one client interaction. So I'm so glad that you stopped by. Today I'm bringing forth just a simple, quick encouragement message, simply called 5. Now I know you're probably wondering, 5? Why 5? Well, the number 5 is the number of change. And of course, it also means a lot of different other things. But today we're going to deal with 5 in regards to change. 5 in regards to change. The most constant things in your life is going to be change. Something is always changing, right? Change is inevitable. John Baptiste Carr said, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Now, some people may want to view that as a negative connotation to change, but it's really not. It's a mirrored message. So the mirrored message to that is the constant thing. Well, things stay constant through change. I'll say that. Many things stay constant through change. For example, leaves on trees change seasonally. Is it not still a leaf? I am me and you are you. We are constantly changing and growing, but we still are who we are, just better who we are as we are changing and growing. Hopefully it's for the better. So if the number 5 was a person, 5 would be the offspring to the creative number of 3 and the motherly number of 2. I'm going to say that again. If 5 was the offspring to 3, it would be creative. And it would also be the offspring of 2, which is motherly. Here's a fun fact. The number 2 is the number of duality, and it's interchangeable. The number 2 is the number of duality, and it's interchangeable, sometimes not always stable in character. If you know what I mean. That just means that you gotta have the duality. It comes in 2s, and you gotta have support, because if you're 1 by yourself, you may not be stable. That's not necessarily always true, but it just may not be as stability, and sometimes 2 can be unstable in character. Possibly. So there's 3 types of change. I hope you got pen and paper and you're writing this information down, because it's really valuable, and it's just little nuggets that will help you to get through certain parts of your day, and or understanding other people that you're dealing with. Because if we understand what we deal with on a daily basis, then that means that we can understand and interact with other people. So if we understand certain things in plain English or plain understanding, I'll say that, then it helps us to really communicate better. So y'all see how I did that? I was waiting on you to go run and get some paper and pen. So are you ready? All right. I'm glad you said you were ready. I heard you proverbially, right? So let's get back to it. 3 types of change. The developmental change is the first type. This is the need to make improvements. Developmental change is the need to make improvements. Transitional change. This is a new course of action. Transitional change is a new course of action. You made an improvement, so now you're going to take a new course. You're going to transition. You're going to take a new course of action. You're going to do something different now, because now you develop and you've come out of that old way of doing something. You've developed something new. Now you got to take a transition into that, and that's just simply creating a new course of action. Transformational change. This is the process of normalizing things. I know y'all probably thought y'all was normal, or you did what you do is normal. I know I think like that too sometimes. Like what I'm doing is normal, but really transformation is just normalizing things. You've developed, you transition. Now it's time to become transformed. And so when you're getting transformed, you're really normalizing your actions and your activities around this new development. Got it? First one, developmental change. Second one, well, let me just give it to you quick. Developmental change. The need to make improvements. Second one is transitional change, creating a new course of action. And the third one is transformational change, normalizing things. Right? You got that? While most people find it really hard to change, fives welcome change with openness and versatility. And remember, the title of this is called Simply Five. And we'll get to why it's called five, but fives will embrace change, if you will. Now, I can honestly name 100 reasons why people are resistant to change, but today I'm gonna name a few. They're resistant to change because of the reassurance of the status quo. That's one. Excuse me, that's one. What does that mean? Well, they're comfortable. They're comfortable in their current status, and so they don't want to change. And it may put them at the bottom of the list instead of the top of the list, and then they don't have the same swag or the same position, and so they don't want to give up their status quo. So here's another one. If somebody tries to encourage another person to change for whatever reason, one reason or the other, then you may be resistant to that because you don't know the motives of the other person. So suspicious of others' motives. Now, change might threaten your self-image. You got to do something different, and all of that. Then it may really threaten your self-image. Here's another one. You don't want to change because you're just simply lazy. It's a fact. It is a fact. You don't want to change because you're lazy. Change is uncomfortable. It really is. I don't care what level you're on. It's necessary, but it's uncomfortable. And the last one that I'm going to mention today, you simply just don't know how to change. What do you do to change? You don't know the first step, so we can go back to what I just talked about. Developmental change, transitional change, and transformation. Those are the 3 steps to get you on the road to changing. But here, imagine what will happen when you embrace the very idea of change. There's new discoveries. There's opportunities for advancement. There's elevation. You get new experiences. And you benefit. You benefit, simply benefit. So change is a good thing. Although it may seem like it's not, but change, at times. But change is a good thing, and it is necessary. Okay? 5 is also referred to as the number of humanity. Humans having 5 fingers, 5 toes. Stop trying to count. I know we got 5 and 5, so that's 10. But the point is, we got 5 on one hand, 5 on one foot, 5 on the other hand, and 5 on the other foot. So which, leaves us with 5 senses. We have 5 major systems of the body in which the system operates. It works in independency, versatility, and it also works in rebellion. So the body, because of the 5 different components, the 5 senses and everything, it works in independence and in versatility, but it also works in rebellion. Rebellion, excuse me, is the body system that's resistant to change. Let me say it like that. Rebellion is the body system that's resistant to change. Yeah. Does that make sense? When you're resisting change, it's really your body just rebelling against it. So, got my notes here for you. I just want to make sure that we are understanding change. Fives, again, this message is called five, but fives are always in constant motion, looking for opportunities to change. Some of you will naturally attract change, finding it easy to adapt to, while others may find it really hard to adapt and adjust to change. It really is just that simple. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just that if you find it hard to adjust, then it's just a little bit more work that you have to do. How do I know about five? Remember at the beginning I told you that we're going to come back to that. Because I'm a total five. You know, honestly, I thought I would be a 10 all of my life, but really, I'm a good polished five. So, I know about combining 3 and 2 creatively and motherly, because that's really who I am. I'm a creative being, and I'm also motherly. Everything about me is motherly. But everything about me is also creatively. So, and then you remember I told y'all that 2 is duality, but sometimes unstable in character. I've been accused of that sometimes. No, not really. I really am very stable, but I have a good time. But that's probably the creative side of me. So if somebody tells y'all you're crazy, and you have to think about, are you a creative being? Really, that's how people see creative people. That is crazy, but we're not crazy. We just really creative. So stop judging. Tell the people stop judging you. And better than that, don't judge yourself. So are you a product of change or a change agent? That's a great question that you didn't even ask, but I'm asking it for you. If you are a product of change, you believe in change, you want to change, and you must change. A change agent will implement change and authorize it and legitimize it and on the very essence of change. A person that is a change agent is never short on alternatives. My daughter asked, we have a daughter, she asked, what's the difference between the product of change and a change agent? It's real simple. If you are a product of change, you want to change, but you don't necessarily know how to make change happen. If you're a change agent, you make change happen. It's just that simple. You make change happen if you are a change agent. So which one are you? Here's another fun fact. When you try to convince someone to change, it's called persuasion. When someone else try to convince you to change, you think they're nagging. So it's real hard. I think there's a level of, in anybody, even the fives, there's a level of resistance to change, if you will. And like I said, I'm a 5. And, you know, I've gone through a lot of different things and with my clients and people that contact me, they, you know, they get their numerology read, or they, you know, they get their numbers and how it works with them in their lifestyles and stuff. So if you want that information, please do give me a call, and I'm going to give my information at the end of this encouragement training, this message. I'm going to give you my information. You can call me or write me or email me, and I can definitely walk you through what your numbers are and how it affects you. Because let me tell you something about the math, and I'm calling all this math. It really works. And when you know who you are just by your name, your numbers, and all of that different things, then your life becomes a little less hectic and a little more, let's say, complete, or, you know, you got a handle on it because you understand who you are through numbers and names and all that. So just a little tidbit of information. So you got the fun fact, right? Is that where I left out the fun fact? So when somebody is trying to convince you, well, no, here it is. Here's the fun fact. When you're trying to convince somebody else to change, that's persuasion, or that's what you think it is. But when somebody's trying to convince you to change, you say they nagging you, right? Mm-hmm. So here's the bottom line, because I told you guys I wasn't going to keep you long, and I don't want to, but this is all necessary for growth. People are afraid of change because they're afraid of failure. But failure it just gives you feedback for the possibilities of success. In that, there's a lot of re's to change: refocus, rejuvenate, restore, reinvent, recharge, reset, and yes, rejoice. Because when you do all of that, that's truly, that is your opportunity to just rejoice. Amen. But the list can go on and on and on. But I definitely wanted to tell you guys, rejoice in your change, because you're becoming a new creature. You really are. Everybody knows me, I'm very spiritual, and you are becoming a new creature in Christ. So rejoice, because you have reset. That's it. Because you have reset. So that next time you see the number 5, you will consider the benefits of change. And remember, change can only happen in the constant. Thank you so much for visiting the Do Coach channel today. My website is www.thedocoach.com. That's THEDO coach.com. Or you can just simply email me and my team at info@thedocoach.com. And of course, I'm on all social media outlets. When I say all, that's Instagram and Twitter. I'm the Do Coach. Do_coach on Instagram, and you can just hashtag me. You'll find me. Also on Twitter, I am Do Coach 1 on Twitter, and I am at the Do Coach on Facebook. So I look forward to hearing from you all. If you want any information, if you want prayer, if you want just to get, do a one-on-one to see, if there's some things that maybe me or my team can help you with transitioning and transformation. And you may just want a listening ear. We are a group of certified counselors and life coaches here. And so we are always here willing to help you to, get over humps and stuff, because we all need help, and it is nothing wrong for reaching out. So until next time, it has been my absolute pleasure to serve you on this day. Until the next time, goodbye and have a great one. Blessings to you.